What is awesome? A fountain pen. A fountain pen is awesome. What is covered in scales, has wings, and breathes fire, and is also awesome? A dragon. So what is the awesomest in the history of ever? A fountain pen with a dragon on it. I know I can't really show you a close-up, but I'll try anyway. You see that? This is a dragon. The clip is a dragon. It ends in the dragon's head, and it has red eyes. You see that? I mean, really. How awesome can a pen get? This thing screams bling, bling. But I had to have it. I had to have it. This is one of my 99-cent pens. I like scouring the eBay for pens that from China, and that cost exactly 99 cents of a dollar. Shipping is usually $6, $7, $8, $9, so clearly you pay a bit more than 99 cents. But I just like it. And when I saw this, I thought, no. This is one of the tackiest items I have seen in a long time. I have to have it. So I got it. Under $10, delivered to my doorstep. A pen with a dragon. And if you're like me, then you can't wait for The Hobbit, the movie, and see what they made of Smaug, the dragon. You'd probably say Smog, but here we say Smaug, because smog is like stuff over a city, Really. I mean, really. Okay, so I'll cover the parts of the pen, tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and I'll do a writing sample. Okay, so, first of all, you see the texture on this pen? You don't feel it. It's smooth. I don't know what they did. They could have used some type of metal and then added a thin sheet of laminated material of some kind. I don't know what they did. It's not an optical illusion, I think. Maybe they just covered the pen with this so that it looks like it's metal, but it does actually seem to have shading in it, but that you just don't. It's entirely smooth. So I have no idea how this works. It's probably something that's very cheap to produce, but I kind of like it. Okay, so having said that, on top of the cap, there's this large black thing. I enjoy that. I think that looks pretty cool. With a bit of fantasy, you could probably call this the Eye of a Dragon or something. It's highly reflective. It's just black plastic, but I think it's kind of cool. Got this metal ring on top, and then of course the clip. Well, clearly the clip is the main thing on this pen. I mean, it has a dragon's head. It's not the springiest clip in the world, and I don't want to break this off because then it would be just a weird gold pen. But it has enough spring to get something in your shirt pocket. The dragon's eyes are red gemstones. Clearly they're rubies at 99 cents. That's entirely likely. And they fell out. I think I had to glue them back in place. But you're buying a 99-cent pen. Come on. Then you have a wide center band, which says Jinhao 1200. I like Jinhao. I love the 159. I got some of the other pens. I think it's a very nice brand. In all honesty, it's an inexpensive brand, but some of the pens are awesome. The nibs are pretty decent, I would say, and it's just very nice. Okay, the cap is pretty uniform in shape. The barrel is tapered. It tapers down, and then it ends in another shiny gold metal ring, clearly at 99 cents. As with the rubies, it's real gold. And then there's a dragon's eye. So you got two dragon's eyes. Ooh, it's a dragon's eyes. And that's all there's to it. Now, the clip. No, not the clip. Section. The section is black. It's matte. It's smooth, but it's not slippery. I enjoy that. Then it has the step for the cap, and then tapered, and then this sort of nice gold ring. Now I like that gold ring because it has two facets, so it's sort of shaped like that. I think that's pretty nice. Gives a good grip, decent size, not huge as to pens, but it's definitely not small. And when you post it, then of course you got the dragon's head, which is sort of looking at what you're writing, which is beyond awesome. Right. The nib is a nice two-tone nib. It's not particularly small. It's actually, I think, a very decent sized nib. Two tones. It says Jinhao. It has their logo. That's the Chinese chariot, I think. It says 18 karat gold plated. Sure. No, really, I believe that. And that's pretty much it. Has a breather hole, and it's I thought this was pretty decent. Nothing fancy about the section. Sorry, why do we keep calling everything by the wrong name today? Nothing special about the feed. Nice nib. My experience was this wrote fairly well out of the box, pretty smoothly. I thought it was okay as to wetness. Usually with these Chinese nibs, I assume I just have to work a little bit on them, widen the nib slit a little bit, maybe smoothen them out a bit. That's not a lot of work. You know, just sit down for 15 minutes and you're probably done. And it's you know, 99 cents, you know, whatever you like, $10, but still, I think it's a pretty good deal. So, converter, the nice Jinhao converter. It has Jinhao on there, and it has, again, the chariot carved in there. And apart from that, it's just a converter. You can take these apart, you can just unscrew the gold bit and, you know, take it off. It holds a decent amount of ink. That's all there's to it. Obviously, this pen is not for everyone. This is not something, I mean, if this would be hundreds of dollars, I clearly wouldn't have bought it, but at 99 cents, come on, you get a pen with a dragon. Just nice. I think these also come in silver. They're a little less straight into your face, but just funny pens. Everyone needs to have a pen with a dragon, I think. I mean, it's a dragon. So, what do I like about it? Well, it's a decent pen. It works well. It's got a decent size. It's got a good nib. The nib was okay. It's, I think, a nice weight, not too heavy, but it's not an extremely light pen. And most of all, it has a dragon. So that's kind of awesome. Things I don't like about it, well, I think both of the dragon's eyes fell out at some point, so I had to glue them back in place. 99 cents, people. Most importantly, the performance of the pen. I think the performance really was not bad. And that's more than enough talk. Now I've got to show you what the pen's like when it writes. And that's all there's to it. So I hope this was useful, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Okay, so here we go with the Jinhao 1200. Clearly, the ink was not difficult to choose. Dragon's Napalm, my noodlers. And the paper is Rhodia. Nib width is M, and that's pretty much all the statistics I can give you. Writing. Now, far over the misty mountains cold, to dungeons deep and caverns old, etc. You know the dwarf song, right? If only I could sing, that would help. Okay, quick writing. The quick brown dwarf met a dragon. Well, I'd say that's decent. There's a little bit of skipping. That's my feel with this nib anyway, but most of the Chinese pens I get skip a little, have some minor flow issues and need some adjustment, and I haven't adjusted this one yet. This is what you would get out of the box. Widen the nib slit a bit and it'll be wet, and there's no problem whatsoever. That's my experience. Okay, line variation. Well, that's some, isn't it? Maybe not extremely pronounced, but there's definitely some variation. Bit of colouring. Fairly decent patch of ink, not bad, looks reasonably wet. Kind of the way I like it. Strange that it skips then, but you know, nib alignment, tine alignment seems to be fine. I just look into that. Nothing too, you know, weird here. It's not an expensive pen. So, that's all there's to it. I hope this was useful. And I'll see you later. By the way, did I mention that the clip of this pen actually has a dragon on it? Bye.